What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today's video is something a bit different. This video is going to be like quite interesting, I think. So in today's video we are going to be comparing three sets from a very similar price range. So these sets are all from different themes. So there's three sets. We're going to look at the piece count, we're going to look at the price, we're going to look at basically value for money, like what is the difference between these three sets. So the three sets we are going to be doing is Quidditch match from Harry Potter that was £35, the TIE Fighter that just released, which is £35, and then Lego Ninjago Gamers Market that was £30, so £5 difference. But obviously we're going to compare them because Ninjago is Lego's own, so it'll be interesting to see what the difference is. But first I've got to build all these sets and then we're going to take an in-depth look at them all. So here we have all three sets built, and before we take an in-depth look at the sets, we have made a little grid. So this grid is a basic overview of the sets. So we've got the Harry Potter set, we've got the Star Wars set, and we've got the Ninjago set. So at the top we've got the piece count. So we've got 500 for Harry Potter, 432 for Star Wars, and 218 for Ninjago. Characters, we've got 6 characters for Harry Potter, 3 characters for Star Wars, 9 characters for Ninjago. And number of bags, we've got 3 bags for Harry Potter, 3 bags for Star Wars, 3 bags for Ninjago. Price, £35 and $40 for Harry Potter, £35 and $40 for Star Wars. And off the website we were getting all the information for the sets from, it said £30 for Ninjago and $30 for the Ninjago, which is strange, but I wrote it down anyway because that might be true, because in America prices have been known to be the same price as here, which means they're technically cheaper. And obviously at the bottom we've got the release date. So Harry Potter came out in 2018, Star Wars came out in 2021, and Ninjago came out in 2020. So regarding the price and the characters, this obviously proves that Ninjago has got 9 characters, so they take up the majority of the price for the set, so that's why it's such an expensive set. Harry Potter has got the most pieces and 6 characters, which is really good for the price, but that was a set that released in 2018, so there will be probably a slight inflation in price from between 2018 and 2021. And then obviously Star Wars has got 432 pieces with 3 characters, which we'll be getting to in a second. But obviously it's not price per piece because the Star Wars set TIE Fighter has got a few big pieces, unique pieces, and that's what we'll dive into next. So here are all the 3 sets, and the first thing of note is the size of the boxes. So in 2018 a £35 set had a massive box like you see there. I've got to say the art on the box isn't the best. I think the art makes it look very childish. Obviously it is a play set, but I do think it really doesn't sell itself to adult collectors, in my opinion. I think it looks childish. You can't even really tell that these link together. I just don't think it's the best box, and it is a huge box. Like, this is a big box for a £35 set, but obviously Lego has been known in previous years, apart from the last couple obviously, that sets do have ridiculously big boxes for compared to how many bags and things are in. And the TIE Fighter box, I think the art on this is brilliant. I think it's clean. It appeals to every Star Wars fan, I think. It's got obviously the 3 characters in the bottom, and it's got the Death Star in the corner. I just think this is a really clean design. I think this works. I think the box size is perfect, really. It's actually very small, but then when you actually see it, you open the box and it is just full. There's no empty space or anything, so I think that's perfect. And then we've got the Ninjago set, which I've got to be honest, there's loads going on here. So obviously it's got all 9 characters at the bottom there. It's got all the names at the top, which is good for anyone like me who has no idea about Ninjago. And obviously it's got like battle scene in the middle of it with all the 3 different components in the background. I think this is a good graphic. I don't think it's as dull as the Harry Potter one. I don't think it's as appealing as the Star Wars one, but I do think it's got that medium balance because Ninjago is based off its TV show, therefore it's slightly for a younger audience, you might say, obviously some of the sets. So then just looking at the sets, you can quite clearly see that Harry Potter does have the most pieces. It takes up the most space, and it has actually got the most play features. The TIE Fighter though, really clean build, really sturdy. It's the sturdiest TIE Fighter Star Wars have done. So it's for the price range of £35. It is a really appealing set for anyone of age, older or younger. And obviously you can do more with it, like the alternate build that people are doing with it now. Then you got the Ninjago set that, I will be perfectly honest, I had a quick look at research, but I still don't know really what is going on. I've got to say though, from collecting Star Wars really only, obviously this is my first Harry Potter set, but mainly collecting Star Wars, this set has a crazy amount of pieces, like some pieces that I've never seen before. The moldings are crazy, everything about it is just ridiculous. So you're probably paying a premium for the fact that you get a lot of these exclusive pieces, you get exclusive hats, moldings, everything, every little detail in that set is crazy. Which brings the question between all the sets really, but I'm going to stick with Star Wars just because of the fact that I know Star Wars the most, is Lego can basically do anything they want. They can basically do whatever they want regarding making sets, characters, anything like that, as I think is proven with Ninjago, because I think everything they've created is obviously, I think Lego Ninjago is a program, so they've obviously created it in Lego in the first place, but some of the things that they've made, like the helmets, like you've got this really cool backpack that this guy's got that holds 2 samurais, you've got exclusive parts, it just proves it. When you think that I bet Lego couldn't make that in Lego from Star Wars, such as Star Wars The Clone Wars, like particular clones and things like that, they can, but it's whether they're going to put in the effort, because obviously the sets are at a premium anyway because it's a licensed product, and that's obviously the difference between Ninjago compared to the other two. Harry Potter and Star Wars are licensed, so therefore Lego have to use the rights to use them, but Ninjago is their own creation, so they can price it as they want. So regarding play features, the Harry Potter set has got the most. The Gryffindor thing goes in, Quidditch players can go through it, and then on Slytherin you've got a piece of fire that goes, because obviously there is a fire that happens in the movie. And then Hufflepuff has got the scoreboard, which is really cool. You can change the tiles to what team are playing and things like that. And then you've got the 3 Quidditch rings in the middle. You've got lots of little details. You've got the chest that all the balls are kept in. You've got the snitch on the end there that you can fire. And then you've got the person guarding this. It's really cool, moves side to side so you can protect the rings. The Star Wars set has a few features. It's got its classic firing missiles, and then it's got cockpit to set a character in. That's pretty much it. But I do have to say, this is one of the sturdiest TIE fighters Lego have released. This new design in there is brilliant. I've got to say the characters are pretty, I mean, you would expect them to come with the set, but they are nothing special. Therefore, with the Quidditch match, all the characters, I don't think they're exclusive, but I think they all suit the set. It has 6 characters, so there's no shortage of action going on in the scene. And then you've obviously got the Ninjago, which has a crazy amount of detail, and the characters are not as big of a build. The characters are basically the main piece of this set. So obviously all these sets are pretty much the same price. The 2 Harry Potter sets are £35, the Ninjago set is £30. And this main aim of this video is to compare your value for money. I've got to say the best value for money in my personal opinion is the Harry Potter set. You get 6 characters and you get 500 pieces. Obviously price per piece isn't actually a thing because the bricks in this set aren't particularly big, they're not big plates or anything, but you do get 6 characters, which means it's, even though it's still got more pieces, it's got more characters. The TIE Fighter therefore is obviously the cheapest TIE Fighter Lego have ever made. It's got less pieces than the Quidditch match, but obviously the plates are much bigger, therefore that makes up for the fact that you've got that, but we only have got 3 characters. So it's interesting to see where that extra £5 is coming from compared to this set. It must be simply the size of the bricks and obviously the amount of plastic they have to use. And obviously Ninjago, there isn't really a set, there's these little stands, so you're mainly playing for the characters, and I can imagine the mouldings and everything for these characters and the exclusive things that you get with the set, like the hats, the blades, Ninjago, the weapons and everything like that. I can imagine that's what you're paying for in the Ninjago set. So overall, the best value for money has got to be the Quidditch match. And overall, I've got to say it's my favourite, just because it's got more playability, more characters to add to your collection. It just seems to overall be a better set. The TIE Fighter is a brilliant set, I think, considering it is a remake of a set they've done before, which obviously hinders what people will think of it before they go out to buy it. Because personally, I was not going to buy this set because I already have a TIE Fighter, one of the originals, and I thought that's perfectly good. But this set is a really sturdy set. I think it would be great for someone who wants to make a mock, like say the side of an Imperial Star Destroyer or an Imperial base or something like that. This would be a much better thing to use because it's smaller, and it was just more sturdy and easier to use. And then the Ninjago set is last. I think it's not really fair to me to say it's last because I don't really know much about Ninjago at all, but obviously you only get 213 pieces, so that's less than half of both of these two sets. Yes, it is £5 cheaper, but you do get 9 characters, and obviously compared to the 3 and the 6, that is a lot of characters to have in one set. Especially, you would never see 9 characters in a set from Harry Potter or Star Wars because they're licensed. Therefore, the price of those sets would have to be probably at least 80 to £100 for 9 characters. So that's a really cool plus point, and I can imagine if you like Ninjago, all these characters will be great to add to your collection. And here's all the spares for all the builds. You get quite a few, like you always do with Lego. You get a few action samurai swords in the Ninjago, and you get a few just bits and bobs from the Harry Potter and the TIE Fighter. So this has been a really interesting comparison, if you ask me, seeing the 3 different size sets for the same price. Really interesting video. If you liked the video, remember to hit the like and the subscribe button. I might do this at other price ranges because obviously we've got cheaper sets. We've got like microfighters for Star Wars, we've got little play set Harry Potter, and then obviously Ninjago, I'm not sure, but there are city sets, there are Marvel sets that are cheaper, so we might go down that route. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next video, which will be a behind the scenes of my day building the sets and what I get up to. See ya.